Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about people that have a Taurus Sun and Leo Moon in the natal chart. Now, I'm going to elaborate and expound on that. What I'm saying is people that have Taurus Sun and Leo Moon, that combination, of Sun-Moon combination in their natal chart. And as far as the basic character being the Sun in Taurus, okay, one that can be very loyal, steadfast, trustworthy, patient, persistent, placid, and calm. And when you have now on the unconscious side, which is the moon, in this case the moon being in Leo, could be one that likes to give off, I call it the grandeur impression, maybe an impression of grandeur, someone that's very dignified, proud, extroverted, gregarious, extravagant, and even very confident and self-assured. Now, you do have a very strong contrast between the Sun and Moon combination, because the Taurus Sun, the Sun is our basic character, our fundamental demeanor. And when you have a Taurus Sun, the basic character can be a little more of a homebody, and one that is enamored with domestic interests. Now, you have the Leo Moon, and the Leo Moon is more conscious level. The inner self is more outgoing and gregarious. Likes wants to be the center of attention, wants to be lauded and praised for efforts, may desire the spotlight. And the actions of the Taurus Sun, and then the reactions are the actions are connected with the Sun in astrology, and reactions and responses are the Moon. Now, with the Taurus Sun, the actions can be very calm, deliberate, and methodical. Leo Moon can respond, more excited about things. It could be with this ferocity. In some cases, it's really can be, Leo can be Leo Moon can be more loud and boisterous, without even always knowing what how they're acting. And the thing is, because the moon is the unconscious, so you have a very strong disparity. And if what I want to say too is that as far as this goes, another way this may manifest, it could be about bringing those persistent and loyal Taurus Sun qualities. It could be into something Leo related. And it could be, for example, creativity, entertainment. It could be party event planning, doing something with sports, maybe working with children, even game production, as some examples. And also, too, the Sun is about what we want, our basic wants. So in this case, the Taurus Sun wants to express pleasure and make money. And when you have the Leo Moon is about our emotional needs. The Leo Moon needs praise, being lauded. They want attention. They need to entertain, and doing something with drama as well. So this could be a combination, that could want about wanting to make money and have pleasure, but it could be connected with getting attention, something that could be an attention-seeking venture. And it's also, even though they're square by sign, the positive in this combination, I would say, could be very good for acting, because Taurus is connected with the arts, and Leo is the sign of the actor or actress. It's very connected with entertainment. The moon is also associated with the public, and the person could want to be recognized as somebody that has some acting prowess and ability. Also, too, when you look at this now, the true self, which is the Sun, in this case the Sun in Taurus, can be one that's sedentary, stagnant, difficult to go anywhere. I would understand something about this being a Taurus ascendant. Now, the inner self, which is in this case the moon in Leo, maybe more, about, you could say, it can be, showy, attention-seeking, gregarious, sometimes even bombastic, but very generous and magnanimous as well. And you have the two signs The Taurus Sun, is about making money, but the basic character being the Taurus Sun in this case could be very more disinclined to spend, but the Leo Moon could be more extravagant. So you have strong disparity between the two. And in some cases, I would say just the Sun, if it's, well, I would say first I want to state that if this is square, by aspect, it could be harder for these energies, to be blend, to have any blending or working together. Say if the Taurus Sun, is at 14 degrees and you have a Leo Moon at 17 degrees, that would be square by aspect. I use a 10-degree org when if you have at least one personal planet involved. In this example, there's two personal planets, of course, involved in the aspect, and because you have such a strong, already by sign, they're already adversarial. But if you have it in the square aspect on top of it, it can make it even more, give more tension, and have and bring out, in some cases, might bring out, the negative characteristics of both energies, such as a Taurus Sun, maybe being greedy or avaricious, and the Leo Moon being exceptionally, attention-seeking and doing whatever it takes to get that attention and praise and recognition. And the thing about this combination as well is that, okay, the Sun is about our drive and motivation. So in this case, the person may be driven and motivated, which is the Sun, to have stability, which is Taurus. Now, this may be attained, by doing what the person feels like, which is the Moon is about feelings, and it might be more with confidence and wanting to dominate a field. Leo can be about domination, and the actions, which is the Sun, again, can be more deliberate, methodical, and slow, which is Taurus, but the reactions, which is the Moon, in this case the Moon in Leo, can be with more ferocity and may even be loud. Taurus tends to be quiet, the basic character demeanor, the Sun in Taurus can be quiet, but Leo is will be a little bit more loud in their expression. And when there's an emotional, the Moon is about our emotions and emotional, our reactions and responses. So the person, if he or she is upset about something, it's likely going to react in a very, say a loud and boisterous manner. I'm not saying the person's going to have a fit or a tantrum, but this is something the person's agitated and responds to something. It can be like having that Leo roar, basically. So, and in some cases, you could have this working, that the energy could be more auspicious. Say if this is an out of sign sextile aspect. Let's say if the Taurus Sun, for example, is at 28 degrees and Leo Moon is at 0 degrees, that would form an out of sign sextile aspect. Some people don't believe in out of sign aspects. I think they are valid in astrology. An example to illustrate this would be like, say if somebody has the Cancer Sun at 1 degree, right? 1 degree Cancer Sun, and they have Mercury in Gemini at 29 degrees. That would form that would be in what I would call an out of sign conjunction. But you have the energies are in such close proximity to each other that there would be friction between the two energies. And I would say, even though they're out of sign, they still are feeling friction, and there's still a vibration nonetheless. And I believe that applies when you have, if you, for the other aspects, whether it's a sextile or trine, a square, an opposition, or even an inconjunct aspect in astrology. But anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.